Yo, Bulls fans, we are back, and today's vid is going to be about how this year could possibly be the last chance for the Bulls' Big Three to make something happen, and we're going to get into that right after this. Alright, we are back, and the Chicago Bulls could possibly be their last year for this Big Three with Vooch, DeMar, and LaVine to really make something happen. And last year the Bulls went 40-42 and made the play-in, but eventually got knocked out by the Miami Heat. But one of the big factors of why the last 2 years the Bulls have been a little mid and not and have like a mediocre, I don't know what the word I'm trying to find, but you know what I'm trying to say. It was a mid-season, both of these seasons, and one of the big impacts on that was Lonzo Ball's injury. I mean, it had a huge impact. If you really watched when it was first happened, when Lonzo Ball was first playing with them, and really, he was doing everything on the court when they went on that 9-game win streak at that beginning of the season. They were doing everything. Lonzo Ball really facilitated and figured everything out for them, and really hid all their things that they had issues with that they needed to fix. But since Lonzo has been injured, it's kind of gone downhill. But that's not only the excuse for how the Bulls have lacked many things, such as three-point shooting defense. But the Bulls lost 10-plus games by a score or less, and the Bulls usually took the same amount of shots as the other team. But in the same games, they would take the same amount of shots, but the other team would take more three-point shooters and make more three-point shots. And with the two new additions that the Chicago Bulls have added, and Jevon Carter and Torrey Craig, they should help, and really, they should be an improved team from last year. But if not, we could see one of the Big Three members being traded at the deadline if all hell breaks loose, and we can't really figure anything out. My ideal guy to trade would definitely be DeMar. I think I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet about how we should trade. Zach could possibly be traded at the deadline, but I just don't think that is true. I really think the Bulls need a huge, huge offer with a young star for them to be trading Zach LaVine. But my first ideal guy to be trading would be DeMar because, I'm not a crazy DeMar fan, but I still like him as a player. He's an elite player. You got to respect his game. He's very, very talented, but he really doesn't fit. I honestly don't think he fits well. He is very slow, slows down the offense, and I think our offense is more of a fast-paced offense, and that is also on Billy Donovan's part because Billy Donovan also likes to run ISO stuff for Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, which doesn't really help our case. But hopefully with the additions of Jevon Carter and Torrey Craig, they now have people to kick out to in the corners to really make and knock down those three-point shots that they do take and that they do have, like, people to attempt the shots. So I think the Bulls can really, really be improved this year. But if I am completely wrong, then I could definitely see some big moves being made at the trade deadline. I think the Bulls, I said in a previous video, that I think the Bulls could go 46-36. I think it's possible. It may be a high number from what they had last year at 40-42, but I think it could definitely happen if they really lock in and put in the work and really show how underrated they are as a team to the NBA and the internet. But let me know what you guys think. Hit that sub button for more Bulls and Cubs content, and see red. Peace.